We're joined today by a group of residents and friends who have lived at Union College for 3 to 4 years. We've got a number of questions to ask you about your time at Union College. Could we start by introducing yourselves?
Yeah, I can do that. My name's Connor. I'm currently studying a Bachelor of Education in Science, and this is...
My name is Yash. I'm currently studying a Bachelor of Biomedical Science.
I'm Neil and I'm studying software engineering.
My name is Spencer. I'm studying a Bachelor of Music Studies.
I'm Joe. I graduated from a Bachelor of Health Sciences last year and I'm doing my first year in medicine.
Okay, first question. What was your favourite aspect of living at Union College?
Oh, I think I'll take it. I think you're going to hear this a lot, actually, with people answering what their favourite aspect of college was. But I think my favourite aspect was definitely meeting so many cool new people. So I'm from Bundaberg, and a lot of my friends came down here and actually came to this college as well with me. But I was able to meet so many unique and awesome people from like around the world. Like this guy right here, Yash, he's from Singapore. Neil, he's from Uganda. It's honestly been such an amazing experience meeting all these new people and having all these different, backgrounds and culture and religion all kind of melding into one awesome experience.
Okay, thank you. Next question. What were some of the biggest challenges you faced during your time here?
So yeah, I'll take that question. And I'm an international student, as mentioned before. And coming to Union College, I was very far from my family. I mean, they're continents away, a whole time zone, and many miles. And being so far away from my dog and my parents was a completely new experience for me. And I faced many challenges here. But over some time, I met a lot of great people, like my friends here, and they helped me overcome these issues, like being away, gave me people to talk to. And of course, there's a lot of people from my culture as well in this college, and that really helped me get used to life away from family.
Excellent. Thank you so much. I'll move on with another question. How did you balance your academic workload with extracurricular activities and social life happening at college?
Yeah, I'll take it. Okay, I'll take it. The balance is a little hard to find at the beginning, but after you get into the flow of things, it becomes very easy. Thankfully, Union gives us a lot of tools to learn ourselves through workshops. To learn through workshops how we balance these activities all together. For myself, because I'm doing a Bachelor of Music, it's hard to find the time to go into the practice room and practice on top of all of the other studies we have to do. But thankfully, Union has the facilities and the tools to help you manage all of these together.
Thank you.
Can you say something? So especially O week, so we all come here a week early before classes actually start, and that kind of gets us into, having too much fun and not studying. So when uni starts, you have to kind of lock in a bit. But I found personally that it's good to just stick to a few events a year. So for example, I did like Bandfest 3 years in a row. That was really good, but it was a time commitment. So it was good just having that on the side while focusing on study as well and not doing too many things other than that.
How did Union College help you develop the skills and knowledge necessary for your career?
I found that the networking nights were probably the most helpful aspect of Union College in that regard. They definitely got me in contact with people I'd never been able to connect with otherwise. It inspired me to make a LinkedIn account, which I didn't have prior. Swore I'd never make, but I ended up having to grow up, and Union helped me do that. I also got a job out of Union as a tutor, which I can put on my resume, my LinkedIn, and it helps me in the future when I go to apply for other jobs, seeing that I have some sort of professional experience.
Excellent, thank you. What resources or support services at Union College were most helpful to you during your studies?
I'll take this one. I'd say tutorials for sure. I definitely think my GPA would be like half of what it currently is if I didn't have access to tutorials, because you have people who are ranging from students to professionals in the field who can come through and help you both in person and online, which is really helpful, especially if you don't have such an easy schedule to work with. It's a lot more compatible with people who are doing full-time jobs and stuff like that. So I definitely say tutorials. What do you guys think?
Thank you.
Nothing to say.
Okay.
Next question. How has Union College shaped your personal and professional growth?
Who's taking that?
Have
I
you-
can't take all three.
Let me just.
Okay, hang on. So, how has Union College shaped your personal and professional growth? Have you learned different perspectives? Have you been challenged to think about different things? Have you had new experiences that you may not have had living outside of college?
Oh yeah. I've got this. Oh yeah. I think. Sorry, I was in the clap. I think coming to college has been a really rewarding experience, especially in your first year, because in your first year of uni, especially if you don't live in Brisbane, you're probably moving away from your family, you're moving away from friends, and this could be a difference of 30 minutes to up to 8 hours, depending on where you're coming from, even more, obviously. And in those first years, it's crucial to try and break out of that comfort zone and try and talk to new people. And you go and you're thinking, oh, uni's going to be perfect for it. There's so many people I can talk to. You walk into your first class, no one says a word to you. No one talks to you, no one speaks to you, no one wants to hang out. And when you're at college, you get that beautiful kind of inoculation where everyone wants to hang out with someone, everyone wants to talk, and you get to make all these friends in that first week, and it's unbelievably rewarding and boosting your confidence and helping you grow in those really early years of uni.
Excellent.
Yeah, I can build off of that. Joining in the middle of the year, a lot of friend groups were already made, as everybody had met months prior, and that meant I was kind of alone in the dining hall. No, I didn't know anybody, and everybody knew each other. And something I realized about Union College was that everybody was pretty accepting. I could go up to a group of friends at a table and just ask to sit down, and no one would say no. Everybody would be like, yeah, sure, and they'd ask me, how come I joined mid-year, stuff like that. And it was great to know that no matter where I sat, there was a group of accepting friends right there.
I'd say probably also the fact that when you're on a floor with a bunch of different people, they're all from different fields of study. So I was introduced to things, for example, in first year, I had a neighbor who did law, and she taught me a lot more about law than I'd ever heard of from any other source before, and ever would have, because I wouldn't have asked, you know what I mean? So I'd say that probably just being able to make friends with a bunch of different sources of information from their respective fields is another way in which you hear tons of different alternate perspectives on both uni and life.
Fantastic. Thank you. The next question is, what are some of the lasting memories or experiences you'll take with you from your time here? Who would like to take this one?
I can take this one. I'd definitely say a week. I came to Brisbane knowing absolutely no one. I had no friends. And it was like zero to hero that week, It was nonstop social interaction from morning till night. And it was a baptism by fire, but it definitely formed friendships that have lasted to this day and probably will last for quite a long time, if not the rest of my life. I'd say that each night there were some new experiences, like a boat cruise or something of equal wackiness that definitely wasn't something I'd done before. So those are permanent memories for me.
Great. Can anyone add to that? Any lasting memories or experiences?
Yeah. Talking about a week, in our first year, Connor and I, we decided to walk to the GYG, which is an hour away, and we had to get there by midnight or something, and we left at 11 p.m. and walked across the bridge. And yeah, that's definitely something that I think we remember very, very vividly, because it was a spur of the moment. It was after maybe bounce or something, and yeah, we just decided to go with a few other friends, and yeah, those were the friends that we stuck with for the whole of first and second year. So yeah, that was definitely good.
Great. Okay, next question. How would you describe the overall college culture and community at Union College?
Yeah, go for it, Joe.
Oh yeah, as Yash said, yeah, it's pretty good and accepting. I think for the people who've been here for more than 3 years, everyone our age has graduated and gotten jobs, so we're still here for a while studying at uni. But especially in first and second year, you can tell everyone's very tight-knit, especially with their floor groups, and then they sometimes merge as well, and you get people sitting at tables with like 30 plus people, and they're all talking and stuff, so that's great to have. We definitely experienced that in our first and second years, which is really good. But yeah, overall, at all of the events, union people are very supportive. Even outside, you can just go and basically talk to anyone, and they'll be friendly and happy to talk to you.
Yeah, I think the way that Union's designed, the fact that the first year floors all connect really engages you to create friends, even beyond your floor, because you have to travel up and down the stairs to go back to your room and to the dining hall. And you just happen to engage and hear a conversation, or you meet new people that you thought you never would, and you get to have this really fun and engaging experience.
Would you recommend Union College to prospective students?
Sadly, no. No, of course, no, that's a joke. I think Union College is, as I said before, a wonderful experience. And I know when I was graduating grade 12, I think I was like begging and screaming for my like friends to come along with me, to come join me down here in Brisbane. And I can't imagine these past 4 years that I've been at uni, how they would have been if I didn't have this experience, meeting all these new people and having all these wonderful experiences and having all this support while also doing uni, while just having like, I guess, an active social life at the same time. I'm not all cooped up in my room by myself, having to study all day. It's been an unbelievably rewarding experience. And I'm sure the rest of these guys can say the same thing.
Yeah, I look back on before I'd even come to Australia, looking at the different residential options on the UQ website and going, oh, I don't really know what any of these mean. And I clicked on the colleges link and I looked at Union College and I was like, okay, let's see where this goes. And of course, after getting here and living here for 3 years now, I do not know who I would be if I hadn't come here. I think it's helped me develop into the person I am now, and who knows, I think I could have been far worse off without having stayed at Union College.
I came to Union after taking a gap year to save because I wasn't a citizen and I didn't have access to HECS, or at least I didn't think I did. And so I was kind of funding myself. So the reason I chose Union was actually because it was one of the cheaper colleges, and I wanted to just get bang for my buck in terms of living situation. And I didn't know that it would be such a great experience, but it was definitely worth it. And I think, you know, if I could go back in time and tell myself anything, it would be, don't hesitate to apply. Like, do it as soon as possible, because I wouldn't give up the experiences I've had living at this college for anything.
Yeah, I mean, I did the same. I took a gap year as well, and it showed me what working for years at a time would be like. And when I came back to go into my tertiary studies, I realized how amazing it was to come to a college and get that real high school feeling of walking into the doors for the first time and having people just like you waiting to learn, waiting to be your friends.
Fantastic.
Yes, I'd definitely recommend Union. It's the closest college to Chancellor's Place bus stop. It's close to Mod West and the Great Court, and Advanced Engineering as well is also nice. And yeah, and it's also really close to the Ville, which is like the IGA, Dino's, kebabs, snack packs. I personally do not go, but these guys do very often, so I'm sure they can recommend it.
Excellent. Thank you so much, guys, for answering these questions. Can you tell me about the extracurricular activities that you have been involved with at Union College?
Yeah, I think me and Joe can really elaborate on that, because we're both musicians, and we've spent a lot of time here at Union doing all the music stuff that we have. Probably our highlights have been Bandfest, where we make a band at a Union and we go compete against the other colleges. And we've done pretty well. It's really inclusive. It's a lot of fun. It's just student run, so you just rock up really. Most of the time we get a lot of interest, so we have to do quite a bit of auditioning. Keep going.
Yeah. So we were at Bandfest for the past few years, under the guidance of Mr. Rilera. Great teacher. I was also involved in Twilight Concert, with the aforementioned Jerome for 2 years, and it was really fun. Yeah, it's a good opportunity to get together, wear something formal, and just see what union people have to show us in terms of musicianship, music, and performance. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Union loves for their formal events to ask students to come and perform for them, to show what we have to offer, which is a really great opportunity for inspiring musicians to get up on stage and conquer their fears and get up and play in front of their peers. And it is a lot of fun, especially when you get a couple of rowdy laughs or a good clap at the end, because you're just playing in front of your mates, which is really fun.
Thank you. Can you tell me a bit about the support services that are available at Union and how they've impacted your time here?
Yeah, so I think one of the biggest ones that you'll find as a first year is a thing called the Resident Mentor Team, or the RM team, as they're all called. No one calls them a Resident Mentor. And how that works is every single first year floor, so it's like MLK, XYZ, PQR, you'll learn this soon, has one resident who may be a second, third, or a fourth year who's applied to kind of fill a bit of a mentor role, a guidance role for you as a first year. So if you have any questions, you're like, oh my God, I'm really stressed out about this, or assignments, they're on your floor. You can just walk down the hall, knock on their door and go, hey, can you help me out? Hey, can I just chat for a bit? And they're a really good support service that's right there, it's peer-to-peer. So it doesn't really feel like you have like this, like super older person being like, oh, I can help you, I guess. So it doesn't feel as distant maybe as the security guard. It's someone who you can kind of have a kind of deeper connection with than maybe some of the other staff here at college. It's really good.
I'd also like to mention that there's an on-site counselor at Union College, and they're available, I think, on Tuesdays now. And it's just, for cheaper prices than you'd get publicly, and you can just go and talk to them about anything. It's, I think, pretty good help if you want to go talk to them about whatever issues you may be facing. Yeah.
Great.
This is the staff one, right? Yeah. On top of this, we have a wonderful... Stop.
Keep going. Keep it rolling.
Yeah. On top of all of that, we have an amazing support group here at college, as well as our staff members, which are really supportive and that really engage with us students. It's really nice that we have that familiarity when we walk into the office and we get to see the same faces and these happy smiles all the time. I always feel like such an engaging and happy family here at Union, especially when you head down, because you get to see them walk about all the time through the college and they're looking for things to improve and really engage with us, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Shout out to Rena and Megan.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that.
Keep that in.
Now, Connor and Spencer, I believe that you have a very interesting origin story about how you met at college.
We do actually, yeah. It's kind of funny. So this guy is from Rocky and I'm from Bundy. And I think when I was in grade 11, he was in grade 12, we met on this Rotary camp that was being held, I think it was called Ripen, that was being held in like northern Queensland. And we met there, we were like, oh my God, we're in like the same scholarship program, how cool, let's go to UQ. And then we never saw each other again. We never spoke, we didn't talk, we exchanged any like, what's it called, social medias. And then first day of college in 2021, I'm walking, carrying all my like stuff to go move in, and lo and behold, I see this guy just there. And it's like, I think I forgot his name. It was really embarrassing. But it was insane how I was able to meet someone who I thought I'd never see again from in my mind, 4 hours away. And here we are at college. And now we've been friends ever since.
Yeah, it was as funny as a moment as you could ever get, because it was, I remember hearing Connor's voice before I saw him, and I actually remembered his name. But that's only because Connor had such a big impact on me on that camp. I've never met anyone quite as fun or as enjoyable to be around as Connor. But I'm so glad I met him again, because it was just one of those moments that happens in life where you just reconnect, and we hit it off like we did at camp.
Excellent. And now it's friends for life.
Indeed.
Yeah, indeed.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us and answering these questions. It's been a pleasure having you, and we are going to miss you when you leave Union College, but you are always welcome back.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for having us. This has been wonderful.